I'm actually going live. I was trying to pre-record, and I didn't like how it was setting up, and so I just canceled it. So I'm here, and if you're here, just chime in. Let me know. I can see comments. And so last week we decided, with all the news of many more infections of COVID arriving, and they're calling it the third wave, or they're calling it whatever they want to call it. Hi, Brooke. Thank you for joining. And we have cold and flu season going on at the same time, that we would come up with an emergency kit. Emergency exposure kit is what we've called it. And I was going to do this video over the weekend, and I listened to Spirit, and I didn't know why I wasn't going to do it until today. But I personally, in my family, have members, one in particular that tested positive for COVID, and others that were around this person, including elderly people. And of course, they didn't know. They would have never wished this, or would have went if that was the case. And even one of our workers, her sister out in Texas. So my family's in Charlotte. I'm here in Black Mountain. But I'm seeing it all around, and working with people every day that has tested positive, or they think they are, with our Fresh Earth medicines. So I talked to Joyce about it, and I said I wanted to put together an emergency kit with instructions, so that it comes to you and you have it. It's at your fingertips. It's the same concept of me telling you to have in your apothecary your elderberry syrup or tinctures, your usnea, all those things, so that immediately last year during cold and flu season, when you've been in contact or you start not feeling well, you can immediately get on to these friendly for your body earth medicines that are made for these reasons. So I sat down, and I decided that it would have the usnea tincture, this kit, and I'm going to talk about this kit, emergency exposure kit. Our 2-ounce usnea. Hi, Barbie. I hope you're staying. You got snow? Did you make a snowman? Oh, my friends in Wisconsin and family, they really got some nice snow in Upper Michigan. So I'm jealous. Here in the South, it snows, and then, the sun comes out, and boom, gone. Hi there, Malia. Thank you. So it comes with this emergency exposure kit. Comes with usnea, spilanthes, and a Flu Brew tea. And I'm going to explain why I chose this for the kit. And all the information's online, and I'm going to actually go ahead and, let's see. Paste. Here is the link. Okay. All right. So I really wanted to talk about that, what's in the kit and why you would use it and why you'd want it, whether it's cold, flu, or COVID. It's really essential to have this at your fingertips. So today I put a big package together for my family to be split up into each family in separate bags, so there's no and hand sanitizer to make sure that it's going to be divided carefully amongst each others, to be proactive while one has tested positive for COVID. And it's important to me that I shared and I waited to do this video, and what I'm finding success in putting together for especially exposure to COVID. A lot of people don't know if they have the flu or if they have COVID. And as soon as you have one or two symptoms, and it falls within the timeline, and every place is different. So I'm seeing what doctors are doing in Texas. I see what they're doing in North Carolina. I know what they're doing in Wisconsin, all the way around. Everyone has a different protocol, but it's all pretty much the same basics. But if you're in contact, and you find, and it takes, there's not enough rapid testing. So some people have to wait 4 to 7 days before they're even given results, which that's a long time to wait. Especially you have to quarantine, but who have you been in touch with? How long? There's so many factors there. So in this kit, the essentials, I'm going to talk about usnea first, the tincture. So usnea, I've been harvesting for years. It grows abundantly here in Western North Carolina and hardly anywhere else in the world except the Pacific Northwest. And I've been making tinctures with it for years. It is a broad spectrum antibiotic. So it's gram positive, gram negative. It's equal to the Z-Pak. So that's usually a 5-day treatment for viral and bacterial infections. That's what the Z-Pak is. Most people who are testing positive and have some symptoms are getting the Z-Pak or another antibiotic, depending on where they're from and what the doctors are recommending, because everyone's a little different, but they're still getting an antibiotic. With antibiotics, there is a difference between usnea and antibiotics. Antibiotics ruin your gut flora, and a lot of people end up with diarrhea, which is a pretty good sign that your stomach is being chewed up. Usnea, on the other hand, protects your gut, protects your good flora. So, of course, it comes from Mother Earth, right? She's protecting you while you're taking this antibiotic for really good gut flora. And the amazing thing is that the two can be worked together. I have many times worked with people who are already on an antibiotic. They weren't seeing the results that they needed. It was a slow process, and immediately put them along with their antibiotic, usnea. And the success is huge. Huge, guys. So here's Western complements, or should I say natural medicine. Complements Western very easily. So usnea immediately goes into your body and starts fighting the source of where the infection is, just like an antibiotic. And the instructions will say that this kit you're going to do for 5 to 7 days if you come in contact, or someone calls you and says, I tested positive for COVID and I just saw you 2 days ago. Or the flu is going around because people are being tested, because that's what's going to happen, guys. As soon as you think you have flu-like symptoms, you'll be tested for COVID. They have to do that because it could be COVID. And so as soon as you can immediately go right into your kit and start taking it. And even if you don't have any inoculations from the COVID, which is getting the virus, it's not going to hurt you. So it's not going to, like you just randomly took antibiotics when you didn't need them. It's totally different with natural medicine, guys. So it's right at your fingertips. So the usnea immediately gets in and starts fighting the viral or bacterial infection, because usnea is also used for UTIs. It's used for staph infections, MRSA. When I teach classes, the first thing I do is go out and find usnea to really teach them about it. It is the one thing I always say, going into winter, if there's one natural medicine you should have in your herbal apothecary, it's usnea, period. It allows you to start treatment, make the phone call, whether you're going to be seen or not, whether you're going to get treatment, you're already taking care of your own health. And for some people with just the flu, do you remember last year? If you got the flu, did you really want to go out and, make that doctor's appointment unless you had to? So anyways, I'm just saying, there might be times that that's not appropriate to go out. And with COVID, it's quarantine. So equally across the board. So usnea is the number one part of this kit. And if anything, if you're not interested in the kit, I highly recommend that you look at the usnea and have at least one bottle in your cabinet at all times. Anyone comes, last year, pre-COVID, anyone got around me that was sick, I immediately got on usnea. So I would do it for short periods of times, 3 to 5 days, and chances are I prevented it. So I believe that for sure. So the other part of the kit is the spilanthes. This is another that we grow it and we harvest it, and everything here is done by us. And the spilanthes I've been talking about a lot, guys, lately. It is fantastic. It increases your white blood count cell. So as soon as you are in contact with any of the three I'm talking about, and the first thing you want to do with the usnea is to increase your white blood count cells. So I always tell a story about when I was home for Christmas last year and all the kids were sick, like high temperatures. This is all I had with me. And I didn't get sick. I didn't catch the flu. And I immediately got on it. Brilliant. I didn't have my usnea with me. So this is wonderful. It also backs up as an oral mouthwash for those who have dental issues. So spilanthes for short periods of time. You want to go on it for a long time because you immediately want to boost your white blood count cell to fight that viral infection. And then we decided to add a small pouch of Flu Brew tea. Why? Because it also has echinacea in it, which increases your white blood count cells. So it's a stimulant for your immune system. The tea is delicious. It has elderberry in it. It has white willow bark for topical pain, fatigue, any of that going on, especially if you're starting to spike a fever. So the tea is very gentle and kind to your body. And the best part is people who are having nausea or stomach issues, it has peppermint in it, soothing the stomach. When served at room temperature, when you have nausea, is the best way to drink anything, tea, or like I know I crave soda when I have nausea, Coke, but it's got to be warm. It must be something from my childhood, I think. Probably you're not feeling well, here's a Coke. So this little kit, it's just really nice. It's not going to take up a lot of room in your cabinet. It's a cool, dark place, guys. Tinctures last a very long time. And the best part is, if it's only like for you or another, you'll have a couple more uses besides the tea. I think you'll go through the tea. But the tinctures will be there for you for the next, if someone comes around with the flu, cold, or COVID, for you to have there. So this is like a 5-day, depending on what contact was involved. So 5 to 7 days, that's it. Very simple. The instructions are here. You can add it to your tea. You can add it to warm water. You can take it on your tongue, the 2 tinctures. You can use the spilanthes in warm water and swish your mouth as well, too. If you have some dental issues, gum disease, it's fantastic for that. So the retail price is $34. We have 20% off, guys. We're going to extend the sale because it's all on immune support and everything that we're reading and hearing. I mean, you can't go anywhere without seeing what's going on. And I'm personally seeing it all around me, even more so. And thankfully, most people just get mild symptoms, but they still need some kind of help for you to get through it quicker and faster. And there's on our immune support page, there's so much more. Our elderberry syrup is 20% off. 1 teaspoon a day, guys. Until if you start feeling crappy, then you go up to a tablespoon plus to help with the symptoms. We have our echinacea. We have the elderberry tincture, which is easy to travel with. Everything's 20% off. And I don't know if we'll extend it till Friday or this Friday or not. Joyce and I are looking at that. We had huge orders this weekend. So some of you are going to get it with the emergent. Everyone gets it with instructions. But just note, some of you are going to have something missing on your instructions that already purchased it. And that's going to be to take it for 5 to 7 days. So that was left off, and we'll make sure that that's corrected on it. And it's 2 pages, guys. It talks about all of the herbs that are in this emergency kit. So it's a really good information to have or to share with others. So take care of your health. Take care of you. Be ready. Have it at your fingertips. What better way than to know you're immediately jumping on it? It's provided by Mother Earth. There's no contradictions with the usnea or with the spilanthes, with other medications, or with other health conditions, or with like autoimmune deficiencies. I can go on and on. Children, if you want your children on it, the tinctures are 1 drop. Whenever you get a tincture, it doesn't matter mine or someone else's. The recommended dose is 1 drop per 10 pounds. So that would give you an indication. If the instruction says use twice a day, then for a child, you would do 1 drop per 10 pounds twice a day. So that's how it goes with children. So I posted the link there. I'm going to see who said hi. I got to get my glasses on. So Brooke got some snow, but it didn't stick. Hey, Roxy. Barbara, too, with snow. Yeah, Roxy, I'm live now. Really am. I tried to do it the other way, and it wouldn't. I just didn't like the format. I'll have to figure that out another time. So y'all know where to go, cindysacredgarden.com. If you have any questions, concerns. Everyone is a little individual when it comes to COVID. So if you're looking for some assistance, you tested positive, please send me a DM. And I definitely can guide you and share with you my knowledge of whether it's traditional medicine or if it's Western pharmaceuticals. And don't forget, guys, vitamin D3 every day from now on. Zinc. If you are going to take zinc daily, 30 milligrams plus, you'll want to buy copper at 2 to 3 milligrams. Your body needs that copper to process that zinc. If you are at 50 milligrams, do not leave the copper out whatsoever because it's removed from your body, and that is a very important piece to your well-being. A lot of people already know to wear copper on your wrists if you're sensitive to energies. When you meet someone, you're feeling uncomfortable, wear copper. It protects you. It protects your spirit. Your spirit is your body. So it's really, really important. I buy my 30 milligrams of zinc. It's either 2 or 3 milligrams of copper on Amazon through a company called Solgar, S-O-G, might be S-O-L-G-A-R. They're reasonably priced. Comes in a glass bottle, not a plastic container. Keeps the medicine viable for a long time. So let me see. Hi, Angel. Glad to see you're here. And Jenny, she says, don't forget to mention about what we talked about earlier, which was the Flu Brew tea. Room temperature, if you're nauseated, you have some stomach issues. I think the usnea will be good for you, for that gut flora, if it's COVID related. Or even, if it's flu related. Oh, Flu Brew versus cough and congestion. Okay, so here's a prime example. So a lot of people will start with the dry cough, and let's say you're diagnosed with COVID, and they do a test and you don't have any mucus in your lungs. So cough and congestion really helps put moisture into your lungs and pull out mucus. So that's why we chose Flu Brew over cough and congestion. However, now the cough and congestion will also help soothe that sore, poker red throat and work with some of the sinus that drainage into your lungs. So that is separate. The cough and congestion is on our page. It's on the 20% off immune support. Angel loves her elderberry syrup. Thank you, Angel. I don't go a day without it. And I'm going to use it. If there's contact or flu or COVID, I'm not going to stop my elderberry, guys. I think we're all over when COVID first came out, and they were talking about the storms, and there's 2 different types. There's no evidence, and they were trying to blame it on elderberry. There's no evidence whatsoever, and there won't be, that it was elderberry induced. So with that being said, I want to go back. DM me if you have any questions. Pretty much everyone's getting anyone who tests positive for COVID, they want natural products to work even with their Western meds. It's going to get the emergency exposure kit. Those with more severe symptoms are going to get something else or 2 other items. I really highly recommend, guys, if you're not on a turmeric powerhouse powder, jump on it. Good gut flora. I keep saying this. Really helps. Really, truly helps with cold, flu, and COVID season. And let's see. I know everyone tells me about how elderberry, they used to get sick. And they started buying my elderberry syrup. And, we really put a lot of work into it. And it takes time to make it. It's a process. And then we do it in the native traditional way. So we know how wonderful it is for you. Yeah, Amelia. Hi. All right, guys. I just wanted to jump in. My dog's waiting to go for a walk. It's not raining. We didn't get no snow. It's not cold. It's pretty decent out, actually. I'll take it. Though, I would like some snow. I really would. It's coming. I'm not asking for it too soon. Thankfully here, it comes and then it goes. So we get to enjoy it and have fun and then see it go bye-bye. So that's the South. I don't think I'm forgetting anything. We're really going to be showcasing a lot on the Facebook page of some of our immune support. I'm really passionate about working with the medicines that Mother provides, how to work with it on so many different levels for different health reasons. We have plenty of tinctures to choose from, but this emergency exposure kit is specific. And that is being at your best preventive care for you and taking your elderberry every day. So until another time, guys, stay tuned, be well, be safe, and know you can always come in and DM me if you have any questions. All right, everyone. We'll be talking soon.